Hey guys, how you doing? It's always so awkward starting live videos like this when no one's on there. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you, watching the replay until somebody hops on. I wanted to share something because, I have a hard time sometimes going live, and if anyone else here has ever felt like it's hard to go live, let me know in the comments. I've done it so many times. But I still have a hard time doing it because, when I go live, it's to share a message that I have, to share what I'm going through and being vulnerable a lot of the time. And I think, I see a lot of my friends and business acquaintances and stuff do the same thing. We go live vulnerably. I wonder if that's even a word, vulnerably. I would hope so. I see it happen. And we need to do this. We need to be real. We need to be authentic and address elephants in the room, be opinionated sometimes, share our perspectives so that other perspectives can grow. I face a lot of controversy in my whole existence, and I think some people can relate with it. But for me, it's to do with my gender. For those of you who don't know, I've gone through gender transition. I don't like to own any labels, but if there was a box that I've been put in, it's the transgender box. Some of you know, some of you don't, doesn't matter. I don't label myself, and I don't like to own any type of label or let it define me, so I don't really talk about it a lot, but I also don't avoid it because it's who I am. I mean, it's not who I am, but I have that past, if that makes sense. Anyways, it becomes a controversy for me in certain things I do in society and where I fit into the whole puzzle piece that is society. I just wrote an article. Some of you might know that I'm a sponsored athlete with ProLite, with Pickleball. Something that's a whole new experience to me. I've never really been into sports, let alone the competitive side of it, but I am now. And hello, Lorna and Carmel. Nice to see you guys here. So I wrote an article. I write articles for their monthly newsletter because I really like to follow my journey, and because I share vulnerably, so they like that I do this. But this one was particularly hard for me. I wrote the article, and they didn't ask me to do this specifically. I don't even know how much they know about my past, but I wrote about, what I go through in my thought process when it comes to my whole gender transition, the way people see me and perceive me. I love pickleball so much. I love it so much. I'm going through withdrawal right now because Canada is still on lockdown and it's snow everywhere, so I'm not going out there and shoveling courts to play, and there's nowhere to play. So it's been a while since I played, like 2 weeks. That's a lot for me. But I wrote this article talking about how, as I progress in the sport and I'm getting competitive, there's this competitive drive that I've never experienced. And now, I want to play well. I want to play at a high level. I even have thoughts of, going pro, pickleball pro level, going at high level tournaments and stuff. And the thought has to come up about what am I going to face? I've grown up in a world that really isn't built for my kind. It's not built for my kind. It is slowly adapting for my kind, but it's not built for me. Hey, Kevin, good to see you here. And I have to work through thoughts of what am I going to face? Will I have to fight for myself? I respect the perception and the perspective of other people who might see me as unfair advantage or threat or whatever. I can tell you my perspective of this is I have no unfair advantage, that's for sure. I wrote about that in this article, how I don't have that, but it'll be perceived that way, and I'll have to prove certain things about my femininity, my hormones, to be able to compete at a high level. And to know that if I'm facing someone, a woman or a man, they're going to these are people who have spent a lot of time, energy, and effort to become powerful in the sport, to win at a high level, to be seen and recognized and appreciated for the work they put in. And when I'm standing between them and the gold medal at a high level, and they know something about my past, like how I've transitioned in genders, what am I going to have to face because of that? Is somebody going to try and cause something because of it? Probably. Am I going to have to face some kind of discrimination? I mean, I'm not afraid of it. I've faced tons of it. But it's something that I have to go into this knowing is there. And I love the sport, so I don't really care in the sense where it's like it's not going to affect my self-esteem and all that stuff. It's like I don't know what I'm going to face. It's like I don't know the how. All I know is I belong playing the sport. If I am put in a position where I have to like play with guys to be competitive, then so be it. I don't agree with it, but I have these thoughts, and I'm human, so my whole thought process on it might not be perfect. Maybe I overthink it. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it because it is something that is part of my life and in pickleball. And I'm a sponsored athlete. Like, sometimes I question, do I deserve to be? Do I deserve to be? Do I deserve to compete the way I want to compete? Am I going to end up meeting with a bunch of unmet expectations? I don't know. It's hard to even talk about this because it's like it's heavy on me, and I'm not spending all day long thinking about this stuff, but the thoughts do pop up, especially as I go further along in life, but in my pickleball journey. And this also happens in life too. I am constantly put in positions where I have to find my footing in a space that I'm seeing different. And I think a lot of people relate with that. It might not be the exact same story, but I think a lot of us worry about where we're accepted and where we're allowed to be ourselves and not allowed to be ourselves, or being ourselves is viewed upon as like almost taboo. For me, it's almost taboo. So I don't know. I don't even know specifically why I wanted to share this. Maybe someone out there needs to hear this, that we all face this kind of stuff. If there's one person in the world who needs to know that we are all human, that other people are facing what you're facing, whether it's the same kind of story or something similar, then I'm glad I went live. But it is a controversy, and it is something that I have to work my way through as part of my journey, right? And if it's part of your journey too, then I'm here for you. I got your back. The world of sports really does have to shift its way of seeing their athletes. Yeah, and I mean, I also do understand certain things. Like, I understand where certain people, certain perspectives come from and why it would be that way, or at least the thought process of it, and I can sit here, human, yeah, are we? I don't know. We're spirits, we're divine, right? But, our spirituality is in our humanity, in my opinion anyways. So I like to open up the line of sharing opinions. I'm okay with people having opinions on this. All opinions are valid, We should celebrate the fact that you're an amazing player. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do too. And I love that I have such a blast in this game. To me, that's all that really matters. That I have this competitive drive for it. It's like a whole new experience for me, and I like to document it. And that's why I'm writing these articles, because it's a new journey for me, and I want to share the humanness of the experience. And some of it is a challenge. This being one of it. One of the things, one of the thought processes that challenges me and stretches me into unknown territory. So it's interesting to talk about. And I know not everyone relates exactly with it and with my journey and, the thoughts that I have. But I'm open to hearing different viewpoints, even if they're projected in pain and negativity. That's okay. I want to know what people feel and think and experience. It's a crazy world out there. And I guess you got to be a little crazy to embrace it. And I'm okay with that too. So, yeah, I just wanted to share. I don't know how many of you feel like they can relate with it or even want to hear it. Maybe I'm just, blowing hot air on people who want to be chilly. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, hopefully you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I just wanted to share. That's all. That's all. I don't go live as much as I usually do. I've found it's been hard to be vulnerable lately because I'm in the middle of my own journey and stretching myself beyond my current boundaries. And sometimes that can be hard while you're in it. It's easier when you're out of it. It's like, okay, I experienced this is what I went through. But when I'm in it, when I'm pushing, stretching, pulling, and really going beyond my current reality, it's hard to go into it and share it vulnerably. Like, I'm having a hard time doing this live. And I don't usually have a hard time doing lives because I talk about something I've experienced and I'm well versed in it and all that stuff. But when I'm in the middle of certain processes, it can be difficult. So if there's one message I'd like you all to receive is you gotta show up and just share your message, even if it's difficult. Some people really need to hear it. Some people don't, and that's okay too. But here I am, vulnerably showing up. Letting you know that, it's hard for even a seasoned live vet to go live to speak about something that matters to her, you know? So if you experience that too, I challenge you. The moment before pressing the live button, it was like, oh, maybe, are you sure I should? Or am I sure I should? Should I actually press the live button, or should I just, let it go, not go through this while I'm in the feelings, in the thick of it? Because I just wrote the article, and I had feelings coming up. It's like, oh, that's difficult. And I had to just press the button. Just press it and go. See what happens. So I encourage anyone who's got a message to share and wants to impact lives. I know a lot of us do. A lot of my friends, a lot of the people I surround myself with want to see people grow, expand, and be the best version of themselves. So if that's you, but you have a hard time being vulnerable or going live and worrying about, am I going to say the right thing? I encourage you to just press the freaking live button before you talk yourself out of it. I do it. Hopefully this made sense to somebody and impacted someone the way I would hope so. And if not, that's cool too. But I'm showing up to share, and that's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I might end up saving this video and posting it on my YouTube channel. I have a Pickleball YouTube channel where I post some of my Pickleball videos, some of my highlight videos, and my unboxing of like ProLite. I'm sponsored by ProLite, an incredible company who is following me on my journey, and they're just pushing me to be a better player, but a better human being as well. And to have a great challenge that you want to overcome, you must have a greater support system. That's ProLite to me. That's my sponsors to me, and that's you guys to me too. So it's another reason why I share this, to align with the right people, the people who see and feel what I am experiencing in a way that I can relate to. So we can talk, we can collaborate on overcoming what we're overcoming. It's a crazy world out there. We're all going through ups, downs, challenges, being stretched, pulled, pushed. So I want to be there with you guys. And if you want to check out my Pickleball channel, it's Empowered Pickleball. I'll share the link. Say yes if you want it, and I'll share the link with you. You can check out some of the Pickleball stuff, or follow my journey. Follow what I'm talking about now, how I overcome it, what I go through with it, or just the playing of it. I'm gonna end up sharing skills, and I'm gonna teach it and stuff like that. It's really cool. So. The true value of sharing your experience is surely beyond what we consciously thought. Yeah, you never know how you impact someone, and thank you for saying that, Kevin. You never know. I've definitely noticed that sometimes I try and say a message, and it's perceived a different way than I ever would have expected, and impacts people in a way I never would have known, never would have guessed. So it's a really cool experience like that. So I can only hope that what I share does something for somebody. Yeah, if you want to follow the journey, let me know, and I'll put it in the comments. Other than that, I think I've said enough. I think I'm done on this live. I love you guys so much. Have a great day. Love you guys.